Welcome to today's vlog, and what we're going to go through today is why saliva testing is better to do than blood testing when you want to check your hormones. Now normally the doctor will want to do blood tests, but when we're thinking about hormones we want to be doing saliva testing because it's much more accurate for what we want to look at. Now before we get right into it, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Hayden Keys, I'm a naturopath, and I'm the naturopath that helps Sarah from Sarah's Day get her hormones balanced and clear up her hormonal acne. So what we'll go through today is what I did basically with her and I do with all my patients in the clinic, and how we pinpoint the hormonal imbalances that are driving their hormonal acne, which then once we know those, we can then work out what specifically you'll need to get your hormone acne cured. So first thing we're going to go through is blood testing. So I went through blood testing in detail in my previous vlog, but just as a bit of a recap, blood testing is good when you want to pick up certain things. So it's great for identifying diseases and major imbalances, major hormone imbalances in your body. It's not so great for picking up the more subtle imbalances, which is generally what's driving the hormonal acne. And so we'll go through that in a minute, exactly how we find that out. But the reason why the blood testing doesn't pick up these subtle imbalances is because the bloodstream, it's carrying out your total hormone load, okay? So it's carrying all the hormones out into the body. Think of the bloodstream like the freeway. It's carrying everything down the freeway out to where it needs to go. When we're thinking about your hormonal acne and what's going on there, we need to know what's happening out next to the cells, so out into the tissue space. So we need to know what has diffused, what hormones or how much hormone level has diffused out into your tissues and are acting on your cells, which we think of like the houses. So we need to know how much is being delivered to the house. So how much hormone is around the cell and how much is stimulating the cell. And the blood tests don't tell us that. They just tell us the total amount going out to the body. So when we look at this picture here, we've got the freeway, everything being carried out, but we need to know what's being delivered to your cells. Okay, that smaller amount that's being delivered to your cells. And this is what the saliva is really good for, because the saliva, this is a fluid that's coming out of your body. Okay, so it's going to have the hormone levels that are very similar to what are next to your cells. So it's really great for revealing these subtle hormone imbalances as opposed to the diseases and the profound hormonal imbalances that blood testing picks up. So saliva testing, we're commonly able to pinpoint the imbalances that the blood testing doesn't reveal, and it's the perfect method for everyone, because we need to do multiple tests in one day. So this means you don't have to go for repeated blood tests all in one day, go back and forwards to the lab or stay there all day. It doesn't hurt because there's no needles, so no stress around that. And it's painless, okay? No needles, painless, and it's easy to do as well because you just do it at home. So you get a kit, you just do the collections at home, and then you just post them back to the lab. So that's super easy. Now here we can see a quick example of Sarah's test that we did with her, and we're checking cortisol, which is a stress hormone. We're checking DHEA, and we also checked some reproductive hormones as well. Now, one of the big frustrations that many of my patients tell me they have is that when they go to their doctor, they ask for some hormone testing because they're convinced they've got hormonal acne. They're getting acne all around their face, maybe on their body, and it's fluctuating with their periods. Doctor goes, okay, we'll do some testing, and they do the blood testing. They do the blood testing and the levels come back normal. So the doctor goes, well, you don't have a hormone imbalance. See, the blood tests are normal. But it's very obvious that there is a hormonal imbalance because there's acne along the jaw, there's maybe acne around your mouth, it fluctuates with your period. All these things scream out that this is a hormonal problem. And if you've been on the pill and that helped clear up your acne, well, that immediately says it's a hormonal problem because the pill is the thing that changes your hormones. It pushes up your female hormones, pushes down the male sex hormones, and if that clears up your acne, well, that straight away says this must be a hormonal problem. But time and time again, when the blood testing is done, it doesn't pick up the imbalance that is obviously there. Okay, and so patients time and again tell me how frustrated they are that no one can pick up what the problem is. And also the only option they're being given is the contraceptive pill, which is what they have just stopped and they don't want to take. Okay, so saliva testing helps us get past that, helps end the frustration, because it's going to pick up these imbalances, and I see it all the time. Patients bring a normal blood test in, we do the saliva testing, and we pick up the imbalance, and then that allows us then to set out a treatment plan to fix that up. Okay, because once we know what the hormone imbalance is, then we can get very specific around what we need to do. Do we need to lower testosterone? Do we need to raise progesterone? Do we need to boost estrogen? Do we need to enhance your body's ability to eliminate and clear estrogen out of your body? Okay, or do we need to lower or raise cortisol, your stress hormone? So you can't really treat yourself properly or pick out the right supplements if you don't know what the actual hormonal imbalance is. So here on this little snapshot, we can see that Sarah's got a high testosterone there, okay? And that wasn't showing up on the blood test, but here we're able to pick it up on the saliva test. And these are some examples of some results I've gotten from patients. On the left, you can see we've got cortisol results, okay? So adrenocortex stress profile. So that's where we've checked the cortisol levels 4 times over the day, okay? And this is why the saliva testing was really good, because you just need to fill up one tube at 4 different times during the day, and that's very easy to do when you're just at home, okay? Don't need to do any blood tests. And what we can see here on this result is this person's levels were all high. They're up in that sort of red section. So we're able to see that there's excess cortisol affecting this person. On the right, we've got a couple of different results looking at progesterone, testosterone, estradiol, which is a type of estrogen. In the top result, we can see that there's a low progesterone, and underneath we've got a bit of a high normal testosterone, right up near the top end of the range. In the bottom result, we've got a lowish progesterone again. We've got very high testosterone and actually high estrogen. So this person needs to be able to clear the estrogen out of their body because it's just building up and building up, and also need to get the testosterone down. So by actually getting these results, we can see the imbalance. And if we see the imbalance, then we know what to do. Because no doubt you might have already tried taking some supplements, but you might have found that they're not actually doing a whole lot. That could be because they are good supplements, but you're using the wrong ones for what your problems are. And if you haven't done the testing and you haven't found out what the imbalance is, you're not going to know what you should have been taking. So this is where doing the saliva test helps pick up the imbalance so you can design your own individual supplement program. As I said before, do you need supplements to lower testosterone or raise progesterone or raise estrogen or balance out cortisol? You won't know until you've done the testing. All right, but once you've done the testing, you can pinpoint your problem, then you know exactly what's right for you, and you can pick out specific herbs and specific supplements, vitamins, minerals, these sorts of things that are going to be specific for your problem and will rebalance your imbalance. And so then you'll start to see improvements in your acne. Whereas, as I mentioned just a bit before, if you haven't done that, you can try all these different supplements and you just won't seem to get anywhere. So knowing what your problem is, knowing what the imbalance is critically important, and this is what the saliva testing does for you. Now, if you'd like some more information about how to clear your hormonal acne naturally, then you can follow me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Instagram at Hormonal Acne Cure. Also, I've got my blog, healthyremedies.com.au/blog, and also I have some specific information on my website about hormonal acne, and you can go to it at this page here as well. So hopefully you found this vlog informative. If you did, give it a thumbs up, pass it around, and feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you.